Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
Here locally in the community. Make sure y'all go check out Kneecap Body by Jeremy Campbell.
Good morning. It's Lions Talk with Smoke and Jeremy B. And Von Doom's here. Holy shit, he exists.
What's up, fellas?
So, first day of Lions camp. The only thing I got to say is, other than the 5 people injured, everybody was at camp. Giants news came out where they actually had it open to the public, and there was reports about what happened on ours was closed. And yes, it was just announced less than 30 minutes ago that the NFL draft will take place in Pittsburgh in 2026. You're going to that one, right, Von Doom?
Probably. I heard that one from a buddy of mine about a month ago, and he was like, it's not even a question, it's 100% guarantee. I'm like, okay, I got you.
Von Doom is real. I thought it was like Bigfoot. Hey, you better not want to talk too much shit. Good afternoon, Ricky Sakat, JB, and the new guy.
New guy. Yeah, well, unlike your virginity, unlike losing your virginity, I'm not a myth.
The semi-virgin. Only because his chin's been violated. Oh, great to see everybody in the chat. Braylon, yes. I announced it because I was watching one of the others podcasts that is on this network that we're going into on Roku. And I was commenting there, and I'm like going, oh, yeah, I guess it is time. Thanks, Will. Watch who you talk shit to, but you're getting better at it. It's all right. Smoking Dad in the building. So there's no reports on what happened at camp. Absolutely none. They didn't even allow Tim Twentyman in there. And I think that's pretty fucking weird that happened.
Telling you, I know exactly what happened. Golf through 30 picks. He couldn't hit St. Brown, he couldn't hit Laporta, and they were embarrassed and didn't want anybody to know. It makes perfect sense.
I just think it's really funny that oh, and I have to update our new count, by the way. We are now at 446 subscribers. Let's go. Creeping up on that 500 mark. Make sure you tell everybody who's joining. to go on to the Kneecap Biting with the Motor City Lions Facebook page, screenshot their subscription. I talk shit because, I missed it. I got to go look at it in the chat so I can read it. I talk shit because my chin produces it. Oh, good morning, Matt Henry. I'm going to even recognize our Bear fans that show up, but Matt Henry actually asks good questions about the Lions and the rest of the North versus someone that just comes in and talks crap. Detroit fan man, I kind of feel bad for Wisconsiners. Imagine hosting the draft between Detroit and Pittsburgh. What a slip up by NFL schedules, hosting a draft near some dairy farms. Yike. Dwayne
Why,
Keenan
man?
in the chat saying, let's go Detroit Lions, one pride.
There is nothing wrong at all with that. There's plenty of entertainment for all the fans. They can go cow tipping. They can kick the cheese.
They can make cheese right there physically by milking the cow just before the draft and letting it ferment till it's over.
Will could finally get a girlfriend made out of Swiss cheese.
He prefers cheddar.
Oh, I was just thinking that I could only say no to so many holes.
Oh, we're awful.
Oh, so if that's the reason I burn in hell, I lived a great life.
I know. Oh. Hope the draft for Green Bay looks like Ford Field North. It already looks like Ford Field North. Did you not see when the Lions were there last year? Even Von Doom made a comment about that, how many blue jerseys there was at the beginning of the game. It appears we're off to a good start on the show today. Yes, sir, Ricky. In other news, Von Doom actually has a report that it looks like Drew Lock is doing way better than Daniel Jones, because the only report was Daniel Jones connected with neighbors on a touchdown, and we hear about Drew Lock connecting with everybody.
Yep. Drew Lock connected with multiple receivers for touchdowns, and Tyrone Tracy, our fifth round running back, he got him on 2 passes for touchdowns yesterday. Danny Cutlets, whatever the hell his name is anymore. Tommy DeVito. The only thing we hear about him is that he connected with one to Jalen Hyatt.
Oh. Have we got tickets for the Lions game, Jeremy? Probably not. I'm working on it, though. On my end. Doing it myself. Thoughts on Devontae Parker retiring? I'm not surprised. He probably should have retired 2 years ago. Because every year his stock kept dropping faster than Texas Instruments calculator stock.
Giants should start 1-1 because the Commanders are a damn good team.
Oh, notice
They address so much.
Yeah, Commanders addressed a lot, but also when they drafted Jerzon Newton, they expected him to be able to come in right away as the DT2 next to their star defensive tackle. But he's requiring surgery where he's going to have to miss 3 quarters to over almost the whole season on his foot. It requires a second surgery.
They still have Jonathan Allen and Deron Payne at DT, so I don't think they needed him, really. I think they knew he was hurt.
Deron Payne can't report to camp because he's dealing with an off-season surgery rehab. So they needed Jerzon Newton to be healthy right away to fill the void of Deron Payne that might be through till week 6 or 8. And now they might not even have Newton for the season.
It's not 100% yet, Will. I will let you know when it is, man. We ain't going to speak on it. We ain't going to put it in the world and jinx it.
Nope. Don't jinx nothing. Will Vogel going to ball out this season for the Giants. Oh, that's been the running joke here.
Come on, man. Will couldn't even be the ball boy for the Giants if he walked around with his pants off.
Where do you think
4-13. 4-13, 4-13, 4-13.
picking in the top 10, definitely. At worst, the back end of the top 10. At best, in the top 5. And that's best for Von Doom because then he gets to take his pick of the offensive lineman he wants.
I want a quarterback.
So do you like it better there, Ricky Saccott, seeing it on the big screen? You can really see that I do have a face for radio. I wasn't joking.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that, Will. Daniel Jones, Woody from Toy Story, Quagmire from Family Guy, and Will Vogel. We're all guy. You've never seen them all in the same place at one time.
It's 45 million this year. It's not 50.
Yeah.
50 million next year.
But at the end of the season, we could cut him and only take a $28 million cap hit. That's why he's still there and didn't get traded or cut yet.
Your future QB, Ewers or Sanders, Von Doom?
I would take Sanders over Ewers all day.
That's debatable for me.
Sanders can run, and he's got that attitude, and he doesn't care. He throws that damn ball. He believes in himself.
But Giants was on that list of teams that Deion doesn't want his son to go to.
Yeah, then Deion came out and said that list is not a true list either.
Oh.
I mean, I don't want to suck for a second year in a row, third year straight, just so we can get Arch Manning the following season, probably. But that would just hurt.
There is a potential out for Daniel Jones' contract next year, yes. I'd take Ewers. Any QB that transfers out of Ohio State is a winner to me. He's not wrong. They also haven't had the best. Daniel Jones went to high school 10 minutes from me. Oh, that's cool. That explains everything. He's a cousin.
Are there any pictures of you at any of his games when he's on the field? If not, I still don't believe it's not you.
Got one of those slivers from tires in my hand last night. I'm trying to get it out.
Just get yourself one of those big tape magnets.
I did that once, and it actually ripped one through my skin. So, no.
I know that's exactly what they do, but it comes out, doesn't it?
It don't hurt that much. So basically, it was Emmanuel Mosley. Von Doom, are you Schefter and Glazer related? I have seen Schefter on TV at the same time Von Doom's been here with me. So therefore, they are not the same person. Jay Glazer, I can't say that about.
Wish I had Jay Glazer money.
Right. I've said as soon as the schedule released, I saw it as a 7 to 10 win season or 8 to 10 win season for the Bears because they're an improved team, despite what any Lions fan wants to not be an improved team. But I think they're going to struggle at first and get better as the year goes because they have a new OC. Do you disagree with that statement, Von Doom?
Not really. I honestly have you guys, them, and the Packers all in that 8 to 10 window.
And I think we're better than 8 to 10.
You may think you're a better team. I still think that's where it's going to be because I think you're going to split with everybody but the Vikings.
I know. I think our record is going to be a lot like last year, way better outside the division.
I don't know if McDonald's would take the 2 first-round picks. I think they might want more compensation.
He's a free agent.
He works at McDonald's. They want more compensation.
No, I heard he got a raise. He went to Hardee's. Smaller franchise, bigger money. I don't think we sweep the division. I don't see it. I think at best 4-2.
I think you
Splitting
can
with,
beat the Vikings.
yeah, splitting with Green Bay and Bears and beating. Do you think he will make the roster because it costs more to get rid of him than it does to keep him? Carl's Jr. and Hardee's is way better than McDonald's anyways, in my opinion. You're not wrong.
Hence
Second,
why Kenny Galladay doesn't work there. He works at McDonald's because he's a bum. And I'm not saying people that work at McDonald's are bums, just that he sucks.
who do you think? It's way too early to talk about cuts. We got like 20 weeks.
Yeah.
This is just the voluntary mini camps, people. And the teams that had the best attendance so far out of who's on their roster has been the Giants, the Packers, the Lions, Pittsburgh, which we all kind of figure that because they always go to everything there. Tomlin kills people. And Washington.
49ers even had, what's his face? Bosa was actually at the 49ers once.
Yeah, but Ayuk's not.
Do you blame him?
Yes. After his comments after the draft about I can't wait to play with my dog Ricky Pearsall. When he was a redshirt freshman, he was my roommate. Blah 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 blah. Joshua Dorr in the building. Get it out of the way now. Whenever they want it to be. But you know who was in attendance yesterday at day one of mini camp? Yeah, Dr. Scott. That's all I got to say about that, Joshua. It's depth, Braylon Dennis. I doubt he's a starter unless he absolutely balls out.
I know Giants practice opens Thursday to the public.
And it's probably going to be a similar situation here.
Yes, sir.
I think they're working on some new wrinkles, and that's why it's closed the first 2 days, and it's absolutely closed. Like Tim Twentyman and Jeff Risden ain't there. Yeah, Scott's going through some things, so I'll leave it at that. Who was
Everybody.
I saying? Everybody but the people in rehab showed up for the Lions and Commanders, Packers, Giants, and Steelers. Everybody else is having players not show up. Devontae Adams hasn't showed up at Oakland. Mr. Ayuk with San Francisco. Cooper Kupp with the Rams. MHJ, Marvin Harrison Jr., lost his battle with Fanatics.
Are you sure?
Adam Schefter posted it yesterday.
Hang on, let's see.
Because it's not a contract. How much does it cost to go to Fan Appreciation Day? Is always free, Dad. You just have to get on the list now.
Oh, did you hear charges against Rashee Rice were dropped?
Yep. Because the guy that T. Higgins is holding out.
Yep.
Why? Justin Jefferson's holding out for OT.
Yeah, I'm checking. I'm checking about this. I don't see anything from Shefty about this on his X account. Wait.
More about
this is more about.
I just saw it somewhere. I gotta find it.
Yeah, it just said that they signed that Fanatics filed a lawsuit against him, but it doesn't say anything past that. And that was like 3 days ago. This is something that kind of interests me a lot.
I mean, I literally just read it before I went live. That's why I said something about it. I want to go to his threads. Jesus Christ. I wish it was just.
Okay, so all he really received from them was a term sheet. He never actually got a full-blown contract. So Fanatics is trying to hold it to saying that that term sheet should be a binding contract. But if you don't actually have a freaking contract notarized and all that, does any of that matter?
Right, it's a term sheet.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here's another one for you, Paul Jones. He skipped them and he was seen in Florham Park, New Jersey.
Yeah, they were just talking about it.
Yeah, what the hell's in New Jersey in Florham Park? The Jets?
Yeah, I know. It was just mentioned.
Could you imagine that, though?
I don't think it'll happen this year, but it could happen in the off season. And if he talks to anybody other than other players at the facility, the Jets are in trouble.
Man, they already own the league. You don't care.
Yeah, you can say what you want. I'm just saying the Jets will be in trouble if he talks to anyone other than players.
I'm starting to believe that they don't even care about collusion anymore and stuff like that because we haven't heard anything about penalties for Falcons or freaking the Eagles yet on that tampering. Matt Hardy says over here, Matt Henry said, any Giants going to be worth drafting in fantasy?
Elite neighbors, probably if you're taking them as
Maybe
a flex or a backup in the 7th through 10th rounds, is what I'm thinking.
Devin Singletary as an RB3 on your roster, maybe?
Yep. Gibbs or Laporta for the Lions. And we all know St. Brown has been a top 5 performer in fantasy the last few years. So I always get him.
They haven't reported anything on it yet. There was a rumor going around that they were losing it, and then they said, nope, nothing yet.
Right. I think they're losing it next season, not this season.
Maybe. Oh, Theon Johnson, tight end. Would not be a bad idea for a late round pickup in fantasy either.
Yeah, if you need depth at tight end for your fantasy team, or if the tight end is involved in the flex. Because, I've seen it where QBs are involved in the flex, and people haven't noticed that. I got St. Brown with pick 12 last year.
I got him in round 2.
Well, at pick 12 in a 12-man league, that's practically round 2.
That was a 16-man league, and it wasn't even at pick 12. It was the end of round 2. I was like, how the hell is this guy still here? Everybody went running back heavy. I was like, you're an idiot. PPR, dumbass. St. Brown gets up there.
Yeah, St. Brown should be a top 10 pick. They're saying Laporta is a first-round pick, too. I would say probably closer to a second or third. And because he had a great rookie season and the film is out, I'm not saying he's going to have a down year. I'm saying he might have more yards, but he may have less receptions. Do you disagree with that statement?
No.
Oh, we might be doing a money one.
Who knows yet, man? I ain't even really thought about any of that. All I know is this year, I sure as shit am not taking Travis Kelce in the first round. Bum.
Yeah, he's not a bum.
He's a bum. He ruined it for me.
But we might even do it just a fun one and just get like a little trophy thing and make it pass around.
Weekly pools would be the shit too.
I've never played fantasy once, but my daughter is super interested. So I told her we would do a team or two together. I always hated fantasy because I don't want to root for anyone not on the Lions. You know what? I didn't root for anybody else. But you know what? It was great having Travis Etienne, David Montgomery, and Gibbs as running backs.
Etienne had a great statistical year for fantasy last year.
Yes, he did. He's a big reason. Him, St. Brown, Laporta, and then Gibbs when Etienne fell off for those 4 weeks. That was when Gibbs and Monty got hurt and Gibbs picked up. The first time I started Gibbs was the Oakland Raiders game. 153 yards, 2 touchdowns. I think it was all right. I'd be that guy to take Goff before Mahomes because I'm an idiot. Yes, that would be actually, no. If I remember right, Goff had more fantasy value last year per game. Per game. Go look it up.
You take Mahomes because he gets you the running yards too, though. Could you imagine if Mahomes had receivers again?
Can you imagine if Xavier Worthy didn't prove his report the first day of rookie camp?
I still can't believe they fucking drafted that guy who's got hand problems. After
Right.
trading for Kadarius Toney, who probably has the worst hands in the history of football.
This guy might be Kadarius Toney 2.0. I wonder if Orlando's still so high on Worthy now.
I think Orlando was high on something when he kept praising Worthy.
All he was pure speed. I said he'd be a first round pick. Kadarius Stonehands Jabroni. That's what it was. Gonna do it, at least get it right.
Got to get Josh Allen if we are talking about rushing points. Yeah, he does give you the yards and shit like that too, but he did not have a great passing year.
His interceptions last years has really hurt his fantasy football overall value per game. That isn't a bullshit statement. That's just what it is. Orlando is high, all right. Damn it, Von Doom, you took the words right off my fingers. Oh man, I was shocked KC moved up and took Worthy. I thought they'd have been better off getting Adonai Mitchell there. I think Adonai Mitchell is a more complete receiver versus Worthy.
Shit, Ladd McConkey had better hands than Worthy.
That's not saying much.
That's saying plenty.
Where did he go again?
Tennessee? Yeah, I believe McConkey went to Tennessee.
So McConkey, Hopkins, Ridley, and now Tyler Boyd are all together.
Yeah, it's an old folks' home. He's taking care of them.
I like Mitchell more and also Leggett. I like Leggett too, but until Leggett's not as great of a route runner as everybody makes him out to be. Go
Hey,
back
you
and
leave
watch.
Boomhauer alone.
Say what?
You leave Boomhauer alone.
Leave Boomhauer alone.
Yep.
Boomhauer. Oh my God. Yeah, and then you know that I'm the damn big.
Did you watch it?
Here, please.
Did you watch his freaking press
Yes,
conference? He sounds just like him.
I know. That's what I was just imitating was that press conference.
Wait, did he go to the Chargers? No. Hang
He went to the Panthers.
on.
Like,
No, we're talking about McConkey.
oh, McConkey, he might have went to the Chargers. Think about that. The Chargers have McConkey, Brendan Rice, and
Oh, they
Cornelius.
didn't get him.
Wait a minute. As rookies,
Yeah.
Chargers got Rice, Cornelius Johnson, and Lad McConkey. That's a little bit of a haul, if you ask me. Statistically, Cornelius Johnson is your speed guy. Brendan Rice is your route runner. Lad McConkey is a slot. Look at his size. He's a 100% slot guy. I told you Lad McConkey was better than Roman Wilson, Ricky Sakat before the draft.
Roman Wilson's a bum.
Oh, you're talking about the guy from TCU last year, Alligator Arm Johnson? Yeah. And who else? Who's the other one they got? Is it Mingo? Or right? Isn't that one of their
Mingo went
other?
to the Panthers.
He went to the Panthers. Who's the other one they got? They got another rookie wide receiver last year for the
What's he?
Chargers.
Quentin Johnson.
I know they got Quentin Johnson. Who's the other guy? The later round pick they took.
I don't think they did they?
Yeah, they took 2 last year.
No, Johnson. Who else is it?
Joshua Palmer.
Palmer was already on the roster. He was the year before, I believe.
Okay, well. My wife just heard you, Von Doom, say your boys to lay off the Roman Wilson slander. She won't accept your comment as a Steelers fan. And they
Tell your
also,
wife the Steelers had the absolute worst 11-0 team in history.
so they got Joshua Palmer, Quentin Johnson, DJ Shark, Darius Davis, Simi Fehoko, Cornelius Johnson, Lad McConkey, Brendan Rice, Jalen Gill, Jalen Johnson. Is that the other one they drafted last year? Yeah, out of East Carolina.
Awesome.
Nope, he's a rookie. They grabbed him this year too. UDFA made the roster. That's for the 90.
Matt said Chargers cupboards are bare since they let Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Gerald Everett, and Eckler leave.
I don't know. It don't sound that bad with what they got there. I think DJ Shark could end up beating Quentin Johnson for the 2. They got Joshua Palmer, Quentin Johnson, DJ Shark, Darius Davis, Simi Fehoko, Cornelius Johnson, Leon Johnson, Jalen Johnson, Lad McConkey, Brendan Rice, and Jalen Gill. They got more wide receivers than the Lions do.
Yep. Hey, Ricky, is she a Mike Tomlin fan? Because if so, just let her know that his Super Bowl that he won was because it was Bill Cowher's team, not his.
Tomlin's won a Super Bowl.
I think Tomlin's only won one.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Bill Cowher's team.
That's okay.
I just want to pick a nerve there. And then you can tell your wife to quit being a bum, and not a bum, but being a butt and picking on my Giants too, because they're family. The damn same family owns the Steelers and the Giants. And you're going to say, oh, they're the Rooneys, they're the Maras, they married into each other, they had a daughter, and they're both famous actresses.
Roman Wilson is better than what Von Doom has said, but Ladd McConkey is a better wide receiver.
I just said he's a bum, that's all.
Yeah, you said he's a bum. A bum means bad. He's not bad.
He is, because he's vertically challenged.
So is Ladd McConkey, but you loved him.
Because he was good.
So was Roman Wilson.
Meh. That's debatable.
Not really.
Running team.
If it wasn't for Roman Wilson, J.J. McCarthy wouldn't have been a first-round pick.
J.J. McCarthy shouldn't have been a first-round pick. Come on.
I know he shouldn't have. I said that all along. He'd be much better off as a day 2 pick and allowed to develop. I've said that the entire time.
Jamie, you say it. Say it.
Hey, last time I heard Bear Down was at hunting camp there, Matt Henry.
No, you have to do the Caleb Williams one.
Go Bears! Man, I forgot Max Dugan is still a Charger too.
Max Dugan.
Sounds like something I had to do this morning. Right when I woke up, I had to go to the bathroom and take a Dugan. It is, isn't it? I love it though. Wow, Isaiah Spiller made the roster as the 4th running back for the Chargers.
You remember the year he came out? There was so much hype about him because he had a good college career, and then nothing.
Right.
Rome was the better pick of that deal.
Caleb and Roman rookie deals. I know. But at the same time, with the new Harbaugh forgets nothing. Bet Dugan and Quentin Johnson get cut before the season. I bet they don't. Because Max Dugan looked like a way better quarterback than J.J. McCarthy. If he wanted J.J., he had took him at 5. And made that deal with Minnesota for their pick.
Matt Henry. You know, Caleb didn't want Rome to go to the Bears, right? He wanted Pawaga, the left tackle, right?
Yeah, I know that too. But it is what it is. So according to ESPN in the depth chart that they have, Khalif Raymond is our slot receiver right now.
I like Rome too, Matt Henry, but Ricky, that's just messed up. If they got Herbert, if he stays healthy, he should throw for 47 yards per game in Harbaugh's offense. Well, you might not be wrong. It's just mean. At that point, the Chargers really should have just traded off Herbert to Minnesota, asked for Jefferson in the first, let him take J.J. McCarthy there.
Our punt returners are Khalif Raymond and Donovan Peoples-Jones. Our kick returners are Khalil Dorsey and Craig Reynolds. And Zion Baki is on that list.
Where's Tom Kennedy?
Where's Tom Kennedy? Buried behind Antoine Green.
That is disrespect for that man. I think we should start a petition to get Tom Kennedy more touches. Let's go.
It's the cold hard truth. Thanks to you guys for turning me into a realist and not a homer. It's about time. It took a minute.
realistically, guys, being a homer, what does it really get you? Hurt feelings.
It does. There's a reason why they complain, but yet they probably weren't too upset with me leaving We Are Lions Nation podcast back in 2021. They were homers. I was the realist. And then Von Doom came in and was backing me up when he wasn't talking shit.
I like talking shit if y'all ain't noticed.
Yeah, it's fun.
I'm really good at it. Just got back. I see Gamo making a huge splash, and DPJ will be a prime target for Jared. I hope DPJ breaks out and has a great season.
He said, "Damn you, Von Doom, for saying the same thing again." And Brent says, "Just got back. I see J-Mo making a huge splash, and DPJ will be a prime target." I agree with your second part of your statement. The only reason why I worry about J-Mo is Goff's deep ball. If he didn't work on perfecting it, getting it back to what it was in 2018, and I think it's more mental than physical tools, he'll never get on the same page with J-Mo.
Hey, Ricky. Being a homer is like measuring from the top. Ain't nothing but hurt feelings there, buddy.
But I do love the fact that I've heard that the whole defense came in yoked outside of rookies, because Ennis Rakestraw, he looks like a walking toothpick, which is why he'll be a slot corner at best this season.
I didn't elaborate on that for a reason because we on Roku, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
Rakestraw, yes. He looks like a dirty toothpick. That's how big he is. But for some reason, the guy can still tackle.
If Aaron Rodgers stays healthy, I do think the Jets are a Super Bowl contender.
They just have the most complete defense in the league. Their wide receivers are good. Their offensive line was improved. Rodgers, I don't care what anybody says, he's still a top 10 quarterback. And they have great running backs there. There's really not a focus on that team outside of the coach.
Yeah. This is Robert Salah's do or die year, is what it is. Rodgers getting hurt is what gave him a pass.
Yep.
Because they said that when they got Rodgers last year. Remember that?
Yep.
Too bad the only person he lasted more plays than was Emmanuel Mosley, who only lasted one more play than Abraham Lincoln. I'm not wrong.
I'm not commenting on that, man.
Come on, that was good, and you know it. You laughed. I heard you laugh. Comment.
I'm not commenting, though. Nope.
Why not?
That was just cold. That was as cold as he was after that play.
I mean, and technically, you can say Rodgers lasted 5 snaps because it was 4 plays in his Achilles. Laugh, Von Doom. I know you want to. You had to go off camera. You can't even come on camera right now.
Mind your business.
I don't think Mosley is going to start. I have said repeatedly it's going to be between Amik and Carlton Davis for the cornerback 1 position, and Terrion Arnold is the 2. And Von Doom agreed with me immediately when I said that.
Yes.
A lot of people are penciling in Carlton Davis. I'm not, just because Amik Robertson, he's a dog.
I got one for you, JB. Since you're a media guy here and all that. How do you feel about Greg Olsen getting replaced by Tom Brady, and then 2 days later, after they demoted him, winning another Emmy for Best Sports Personality and Event Host for a second year straight?
Tom Brady did, or Greg Olsen
No,
did?
Greg Olsen did.
I think Greg Olsen is going to get a great job somewhere and be one of their main guys. I think that's what's going to happen. Fox is making a huge mistake.
Yep.
Right now, I got Rake a Straw in the slot.
Maybe the dime, but it all depends.
Emmanuel Mosley is cornerback 6 on this roster right now.
I thought that was Vildor.
No, he's 5 because he's healthy.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Let's go Vildor.
Right now, our starting safety, Brian Branch, backing him up is Ifeatu Metafanyu, and then UDFA Lauren Strickland. But right now, at the free safety, it's Kirby Joseph, who's questionable because he had off-season surgery. CJ Moore and Brandon Joseph. I hope Joseph beats out CJ Moore myself.
I can't wait to see Brian Branch play primarily at safety this year.
I know they'll be wrecking guys' careers when they run over the middle.
Mm-hmm. Because he does something Joseph doesn't do, where Joseph has to go low and tackle people. Brian Branch is just a hitter.
Right now, at center, this is something we've never had, guys. We have 3 centers, maybe 4. We got 4 on the roster. At center, Frank Ragnow. Backing him up, Kingsley Egwakun. Then Duke Clemens. Then Bruce Hudson. At left guard, Graham Glasgow, Coyote Awasika, Matt Farniak, and Nitain Muti. At right guard, Kevin Zietler, Colby Sorsdahl, and Christian Mahogany. Which is weird because Sorsdahl was a tackle in college. But because of his shorter arms, he equates better at guard. But I think Christian Mahogany may push for Sorsdahl's position. At left tackle, it's Taylor Decker, Giovanni Manu, and Connor Galvin. At right tackle, it's Panay Sewell and Dan Skipper. Let's see. Yep. Traquan Smith. Then it's Maurice Alexander. Then it's Tom. This is everybody after the first 5 that was on the roster last year. Our first 5 wide receivers are Amon Ra, Jamison Williams, Khalif Raymond, Donovan Peoples-Jones, and Antoine Green. Everybody else is after them. And the very first reserve spot is Traquan Smith for now, then Maurice Alexander, then Tom Kennedy, then Derice Fountain, and then our 3 UDFAs, the one that was a camp invite, and the 2 others we got, Caden Davis, Isaiah Williams, and Jalen Calhoun.
They got Williams that low.
Yeah. The only thing I'm not excited for is QB3, but I did hear he's really great at holding that angle so there's no glare on the surface, whether indoors or out. Jared Goff is the starter. Second string is Hendon Hooker and Nate Sudfeld. I think I said it right the first time. Sudfeld, right?
Yep.
Running backs, David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs, Craig Reynolds, Sion Vaki. I think that'll change. Left defensive end, Aiden Hutchinson, John Comiskey, Mitchell Agood. Right defensive end, Marcus Davenport, Matthew Betts, Josh Pascal. Defensive tackle, and I think somebody's going to push to take the second guy's spot. I just think they put him in there because he's been on the roster. It's Aleem McNeil, DJ Reader. Backing up Aleem is Levi Amuzariki and then Kyle Pico. Backing up Reader is Broderick Martin and Mikai Wingo. I think Wingo is going to jump past Levi. Derek Barnes reported to camp as a Sam linebacker for the first time in his career as a Lion. The middle, I think he does because Goff got better at it every year. Proof is in the completion percentage. Place kickers right now is Badgley and Turner. Punter, of course, is Jack Fox, who's also our holder, who also has the second longest play in this front office and coaching regime's passing history of 66 yards.
I thought that was Tom Kennedy.
No, he has the furthest.
I know.
Second
I just wanted to
furthest
make sure that's known.
second furthest is Jack Fox.
I know, JB. I just wanted to make sure everybody knows Tom Kennedy is that guy.
But it was a 5-yard hitch route that turned into a 75-yard connection.
Hey, it is what it is, man. Eli Manning and Victor Cruz, he didn't throw that ball 99 yards in the air, did he? No.
And nowhere near that. Nowhere
Not
near
even
that.
close.
Just saying.
Hey, I think everybody in the chat should join in with us and get some Tom Kennedy jerseys and show love for the Great Hope out in Detroit there.
But when it comes to length of passes completed as a Lion, it's Tom Kennedy, Jack Fox, then Jared Goff somehow. Oh, yeah, it was that bomb that he threw to J-Mo, the 54-yarder. That if J-Mo didn't know how to adjust to the ball, still wouldn't be a touchdown versus Tampa Bay.
Is it just me or does it feel kind of dirty and watered down calling a 54-yard pass a bomb nowadays?
Not really. According to Next Gen Stats, anything over 25 yards is a bomb pass.
If that's the case, me with my messed up shoulder can throw bomb passes.
Right. I'm just saying. Which, if they talk about passes that travel over 25 yards in the air, is a deep pass or a bomb to them. I know, Brent, I've been calling it out. And I saw about 40 to 50 times last season he was wide open and not targeted.
I just think Goff doesn't like him. I wonder if J-Mo was hitting on his girlfriend before they got engaged.
Thank God, I hope his kid's white.
I wonder if he goofed a goof.
Did you hear me?
Yep. You hope it's his wife.
I hope his kid's white. Come on, that's funny. Yeah, I went there.
That's like that Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift, Antonio Brown meme I sent you the other day.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly what I was referring to when I said that.
That'd be hysterical.
He nailed her. It's what we do. You got it, Corey. Oh, Ricky Saccott wants to know what happened between Goff and McVay's wife. Okay. Between Goff and McVay's wife, there wasn't. This was before they were even married. They were just dating at the time. She became friends with Jared Goff on Snapchat, and they were literally sending lingerie pictures back and forth.
Yeah, and then this dude openly said he'd pipe down McVay's girl
in the team chat on IG or whatever. It was a team chat, and he literally said he'd pipe McVay's wife.
Hence why he's no longer in Los Angeles.
And I guess that happened in January, and it was shortly after the NFC Championship game they lost. Goff has a Super Bowl model wife now that he met while he was here in Detroit, but he wasn't with her then.
Mhm.
Goff might not look like it, but he is a joker. Yes, he is.
That was one of my biggest issues I had with him. Like, okay, man, that might be how you feel. Don't put it in an open forum where stuff like that's going to cause the animosity between the team.
But at the same time, McVay admitted he might have made a mistake last year. Remember that?
No. Yeah, he probably meant that he should have took Jared Goff out on a boating trip and pushed him into the waters and said, "I hope you can't swim," instead of saying, "Go to Detroit." He thought it was a death sentence. He wasn't, apparently.
See, that's just it. Here's the thing. Quarterbacks usually get an injury every 3 years. Goff is due. As much as I hate to say it, Goff is due for an injury to happen. It happens. And it usually happens when they hit 29, 30 years old. There's always an injury around that time in every quarterback's career. Go back and look. Missed games, whatever. Even if it was only a 4-game stint, it was due to an injury. And anyone, and I'm not being a Goff hater for saying this, anyone that thinks that having Hendon Hooker, like, so Goff has been dating Harper since 2018. I think he was piping everybody. Wow, I didn't know that. I thought they just got together.
JB.
Yeah.
Time.
What? Oh, yep,
Time.
it is that time. Time to say a couple things. FTP. Put it in the chat. We all know what it is. Can't say it out loud. Can't use the words because we're on Roku.
For the people.
Yeah, for the people. Fred's true prophecies. But anyway, Gloss Negron, the best winter tender in Saginaw at 409 Hamilton Street in Saginaw, 989-443-9240. Give him a call to schedule your appointment. He is the best window tender in Saginaw. He also does auto detailing. Get your whip ready because summer is here. It didn't wait. It just showed up. And Brandon's Tire Service at the corner of South Grand Traverse and Atherton Road. If you need new tires, please call the number 810-233-8230. Talk to George Red or myself. If you need used tires, just come on in. We have them starting at $40 a piece, depending on the size and quality of the tire. Mention this ad, get $10 off a set. God, I think I just did the Micro Machine version of all those ads, right?
Mm.
You remember those commercials?
I did.
Now it is time to hear this on the way out. Try every day to be a better person than you were the day before. It's the only way to make the world a better place.
Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.